Okay, so in today's video, I'm going to talk about Favoriot and how to use Favoriot account with your ESP32 project and also Flutter mobile application. So the first thing that you need to do is firstly you need to understand what is Favoriot. Favoriot is IoT platform that you can use to store your IoT related data such as sensor, relay, and yeah, sensor, mostly sensors. All right, so this is a Malaysian-based company that has been around for a long time. And today we're going to learn how to use this platform. So to use the platform, you need to go to the platform website, which is platform.favoriot.com, and register yourself an account. So once you register, you'll be given with a free account, and free account is quite limited, but you can do only one project, one application, and you have limited daily API quota, which is a 500 upload data API call. But that basically just to get you familiar with the platform. And Favoriot is basically simple to use. All you need to do is just go here to hierarchy folder here, or hierarchy menu here. And the way that Favoriot works is based on hierarchy. So the hierarchy starts from project, goes down to application, group, and finally devices. So this is basically just to structure your data. You can use the auto create project here, which you can just provide your project name, project description, and at the bottom down here, this is the children component or the hierarchical data for your application. Group and devices will be created for you automatically. So once you create your project, you should be able to access your project hierarchy. So this is your root project hierarchy. So for example, like mine here, I have my project hierarchy defined as follows. This is all the information for the project hierarchy. And the information that I need here is basically the project developer ID. And then you can go to application, and this is the application level, which basically can contain multiple groups. But since this is just a free project, so you can only create one. And head to group, so you can create multiple group here. But again, this is a free account, you can only create one. But the most important hierarchy here is basically this device hierarchy, the lowest hierarchy. And this is basically where your ESP project or your IoT project is going to be. All right, so once you have this defined, make sure that your account's ready. And go ahead and open up your Arduino and get the code, get my code from my GitHub repository. The link basically provided through the description at the bottom. And here I use ESP32 with DHT11. And I connected DHT11 to GPIO4, such as follows. Right, so this is my DHT11 and this is my ESP32 connected to D4. All right. So once you get that ready, so the code basically connect to your Wi-Fi. with your Wi-Fi credentials. So don't forget to create your or to fill in your Wi-Fi credential here. And then the second part here that you need to provide is your Favor IoT configuration. And here you need to take your device developer ID. And the device developer ID is basically available through your devices, and open up your details here, view here. And you can see that there's a device developer ID here, which you can just take and put it into the code. All right. And then you need your API key. So API key available through your account menu. So go to your free account menu up there, and then straight away to the account. And there, within this menu, you will be given with two API key. One is for read only, and the other one is for read and write. So get the API key and put into your API key part here. And then Favoriot server is basically the same. This version 2 API, and the port number for the application is port number 80. So the rest is just normal, just typical DHT and Wi-Fi for ESP32 to be able to connect to the Favoriot platform. So within the setup is just to connect to Wi-Fi. So once you're connected to your Wi-Fi, and continue to your loop section. So within your loop section, get your temperature and humidity data, and then build your JSON data. So this is the JSON data that we're going to send as a payload to the Favor IoT platform. So you have your device developer ID with data, temperature, and humidity. And then it's just a real print line. And finally go to the send to JSON Favor IoT method function. And here, this is where the sending the data is being performed. Okay, so the client print line, all the command here is basically just to prepare the post data to the platform with the API key. And once the data is being sent out, and then we wait for the return data. So the return data will determine the status. If 201 means that the data sent successfully, and then here we just show indicator, the LED onboard indicator on off. And if anything else goes wrong, so we set up here. Alright, so once we completed with the send to Favoriot data, it will still return back here, and we wait for 20 seconds before we send out the next data. Okay, we don't want to use a lot of our API, so 20 seconds, and then wait again 20 seconds, send another batch of data. Alright, so let me just show you quickly. This is my data here. So I already uploaded the code to my ESP32, and let's see the serial monitor here. So I'm going to raise this a little bit higher. So now I'm connected to the network, and it's supposed to send data if the network is okay. So let me try, because this one not yet being submitted. So let me try that one more time, just to reset the device. Sometimes my Wi-Fi is not very good. So, okay, connected to Favoriot, but this one, they haven't yet sent out the data to the server, because if there's a we have the temperature and humidity data, but not submitted the data to the Favoriot platform. on that. So let me try to reset this one more time. Let's see if we can get this better. Sometimes we are connected, but since we do have some issue with the Wi-Fi today, um, it didn't proceed to that to the submission of data, successful data transmission. Let me just increase this a little bit. Sometimes it helps. It's missing that section. Okay, there's a one section that to confirm the data has been submitted to Favoriot V2. So one way to check if the data is successfully submitted, you can go back to your platform, Favoriot V2, and go to the the data stream. All right, so this is the data stream. This is the previous data stream that I submitted at 1:45, but no new data stream. But I believe this is because of the Wi-Fi issue. Let me try to reset that one more time. We have the sensor data, but I don't have the confirmation that the data successfully submitted or published to Favoriot IoT. Okay, it's only say here connected, but not supposed to be very fast. Try that one more time. Just one more time. All right. So okay. So since I'm able to get the confirmation from the platform, due to my Wi-Fi connection issue with the internet, the thing is supposed to be very fast. Okay. So since I don't have that data, but I can demonstrate the data that been successfully submitted to Favoriot IoT. Let me try that. Nothing. It's only say connected but not confirmation. All right, just but later maybe it will work. But yeah, when the data is being submitted to Favoriot IoT, you're supposed to get the data here. And this is the example that I have the data successfully submitted to the Favoriot IoT platform. And I can clearly see the data here. And if you should be able also to see that the project now currently active because the device now successfully connected to the device section here, but unfortunately unable to get the data that needed, okay, to be in the stream. Maybe it's going to be there later. All right, so that's basically the idea here. So you get your data published to your data stream. So once you get your data published to data stream, you have two options to utilize the data. One is that through their dashboard. So the dashboard here, so let me just delete the dashboard here first. So the dashboard is actually a web tool provided by Favoriot IoT, and this allows you to share the data with your public. So for example, let me just create one dashboard here and describe example and confirm. So once you created your dashboard, you can go to your dashboard and add your widget. And here I'm going to add just a simple widget, which is a chart widget. So the chart widget here, you can add ESP32+DHT as a title. There's a line chart, straight data. Select your device. Select your data parameter that you want to use. So let's say I have here humidity and temperature. and finally confirm. So you have your data here. So this is the data that we received from the data stream. This is the last data that successfully updated to the data stream. Okay, at 1:45 today. Just try that one more time. Not sure why unable to get it to publish. Okay, so you have these options, and since this is a free account, I cannot share this with public. But if you have this if you have your paid account, you should be able to get your data published as a public. But the other option that you can use is to develop your own application. So here I have developed one simple application that basically load data from the data stream. So you have your data stream display here, and I can just refresh the data and get the latest data shows here. And here I download this using Flutter, and to be able to use this code also available through my GitHub account. Just look for the Favoriot V2 relay. Actually, I want to use this for relay, but relay require more updates on the data stream itself. So I didn't use relay for this example. To load the data, so the data basically load through stateful widget and within the fetch data sensor data method. So the fetch sensor data method, this is basically just a simple HTTP request. So again, make sure that you put your key there. You can use your read key only, should be no problem. Okay, so just put your read key and put your fetch your sensor data. Basically, you use your developer ID also. Make sure to set your developer ID here. And when you fetch the data is basically going to be returned as a JSON data. So dump all your data into list array and get the required data. So the data class is basically defined through the class sensor data at the bottom. So the data that I need only date time, double temperature and humidity, timestamp, temperature and humidity. And the data then feed to my graph. So the graph that I use here is just a simple FL chart. So get your FL chart, import into the Flutter project, and implement your line chart. Okay, so you can see the line chart here. The line chart is just normal line chart, and you just define all its parameter required, the value, and the data for the chart. There are two parts here. So you have the blue part is the temperature data, and the green part is the humidity data. And the rest is just load data and refresh the chart. Okay. I don't have toggle here, but I disabled the toggle function because toggle functions require separate data structure, and that basically will take more data stream for my account. So I just want to use this simple account, simple data structure, just to store temperature and humidity data. All right, so that's it. That's basically how you build IoT application with Favor IoT. Let me check again my data stream. Not sure why I cannot get the latest data posted here. I believe due to issues with my Wi-Fi. being able to connect but not finding to publish the data to able to get the data but unable to publish the data through the platform. One more time, and if not, we just assume that we are able to publish the data through the Favoriot account. Just maybe issue with that. All right. But that's all I want to share with you. And again, for free account, just make sure that you are not exceed your daily quota. Okay, so until next time, happy coding. Bye bye.